What is up, people? It's 7:30ish, somewhere in the Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, northeast of Pittsburgh. May 28th. Just had a very traumatic experience in this vehicle. We're parked at a rest stop, and I guess traumatic is not the right word. Well, it was traumatizing to me, but on a level of 1 to 10, it'd only be like a 5. Yeah, getting like brutally assaulted would be like an 8. This was a 5, so I parked here at the the rest stop off of I-80, and it's dark. I have the lights on in here. It's raining out. I don't even think sunset's till like 8:45 or 8:50. But being 7:30, it's supposed to be bright out. I should be driving, but it's rain, and my clock was down to 40 minutes or so. So I parked at this rest stop right off the highway in the woods, and it's cold, man. It's only like 55 degrees, but it was dark in here, and I reached around behind me. In the dark here to hit. Come on, focus. What's wrong with this thing? To hit the lights here, and I was just reaching with my hands because I couldn't see, and I hit the. What is wrong with this camera? I hit this camera. This phone is just failing. It says panic. What is going on here? Come on now. Need more light. So I hit the red panic button, and all hell broke loose in here. So there's no bottom, there's only a top. A lot of these have bottom buttons. Actually, none of these have bottom buttons, never mind. So anyway, I reached over and I thought that was the footwell or the ambient light, and it wasn't. It was the panic button, and bad stuff happened. For one, which was a real problem, the horn just started honking. The city horn, not the big boy horn, thank God. But it was loud. The lights all started flashing, the high beams and the flashers. There's no way to turn it off. So the horn just kept honking. I'm gonna say this went on for a full minute. It felt like 15 minutes to me. I hit the red button another 2-3 times, thinking, you hit it a second time, it turns it off, just like with the lights. You just hit the button to turn it on, hit the same button to turn it off. If you have a Freightliner with this panic button, do not hit it. And I'll tell you what to do right now if you do hit it. And I don't even know if this is the proper way to turn it off, but I tried a couple things and nothing worked. I hit the door locks, I turned the truck on, then I turned the truck off. At that point, I noticed that my neighbor there to the right, who was there before I even got here, opened his door and looked over, and I just raised my hands like, I don't know what's going on. The guy to my left, he left, took off, and people were clearly aggravated as this kept going on. So I said, I don't know what else to do. I've turned everything on and off. I've opened the doors and closed them. I've hit the locks on the doors. I've hit the panic button and it did not turn off. Like, is it just reset after 5 minutes? Is there no way to stop it? Is it calling like 911? Like, I don't even know what that does. I was literally about to get the manual out and spend another 5 minutes going through the actual Freightliner Cascadia manual. And right before I did that, I said, you know what? I don't think it'll keep going if I'm driving. Like, that would be a distraction. That would be a safety. That'd be a lawsuit. You can't be driving and having the panic thing going off like that. So I turned the truck back on, and why is there no focus on this? So I turned the truck back on, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was the drive, because it's an automatic truck. I don't know if just flipping it to forward turned it off because I was in such a panic. I also hit I think I hit both brake releases. You know, I was sitting there with my foot on the brake, but I hit the brake releases as if I was going to move forward. And literally, I was going to move forward because I was like, something's got to happen here. So I think when I hit either the drive or, you know, from neutral to drive, or the two brake buttons, the red and yellow, I think that deactivated it instantly. So I had the curtains open, everything was fine in here until this just happened 5 minutes ago, and now I've blocked myself in because I don't want the neighbor to know what's going on in here. So that's what's going on. I've been adding up my miles and my pay, and they just make it so complicated. So that's been going on. The loads have completely slowed or stopped. I don't know if this is by design. I don't know if this is because of the economy. So just today, I finished dropping a load off at 8:30 this morning. I had no new load. Usually I have another load ready to go right after, like multiple, up to 3 loads at a time at the most. And once again, no next load. So I went to Love's truck stop, which was literally 2,000 feet from where I dropped in Columbus, Ohio. And finally another load came in down the road to go to Connecticut. However, it was a 5 p.m. live load. So I went there at 10 a.m. and I said, you know, I'll just be parked out here till 5 p.m. unless you can load me. And they managed to get me loaded by 2 o'clock. So I sat here doing, well, not here, but I sat there in their warehouse parking lot, Shasta, Columbus, Ohio, for a couple hours. I was adding up my hours of time, trying to figure out how they guesstimate my miles. I found out that the miles are wrong the way they told me they add them up. They told me it was on the supervisor tablet. The set workflow says like 450 miles from A to B, total distance, and that's what they were paying me by. But then when I looked deeper into it and that miles weren't adding up, it turns out that they're going by the actual supervisor tablet's tracked miles. So every day on the ELD, the electronic logging device, it'll show you on-duty time, sleep time, driving time, off-duty time. The drive time is not only logged in time, it's logged in miles. So at the end of every day, it'll tell me how many miles it thinks I've driven. Sometimes it loses communication, that's why I say that, but 95% of the time it works. That's what they're paying me off of. And that goes from midnight to midnight, Sunday morning till Saturday midnight. So it's only taken me almost 6 months to realize that. We're very close to 6 months. It's almost June. So we learned how the panic button works over there. I have frequently debated just quitting this job while driving during the day, because it's it's just a giant scam. All my paychecks have hours worked per week, and somehow they magically are all 57 hours. And that's not the only scam that's going on. There's something massive scam with the per diem. It said, I had read an article and it said companies have to pay you the same whether you get per diem or not. And I said, well, that doesn't even make any sense, you know, because the per diem is supposed to be 20 cents per mile off the taxes. Anyway, it's just a huge scam. And it weighs heavily on me while I'm sitting there driving for 8 hours. I think I drove today. I drove 7 hours today. So, you know, 7 times 37 cents. If you get the bonus delivery on schedule thing, that's 39 cents. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. It's without taxes being taken out. That's with no meal reimbursements. It's with no overtime. That's with no extra anything. It's literally just the time you're sitting there driving. So I have been trying to add in on-duty time, which is $10 an hour, which literally pays the same as the drive time if you balance it all out over 57 hours a week. It's $10 an hour. People just don't understand it because they make the math so complicated with the way they pay you. It's all done by design on purpose to just screw you over. So we're gonna eat some dinner real quick, and I don't have much. I went into the snack machine, got myself some Hershey's and the Starbucks coffee thing, which is apparently now only, what is this, like 9 ounces, where it used to be, I guess, 11 and a half. I don't even know how much that cost. I know the Hershey's was $2.50 for, it's like paper thin now. There's like nothing in here. How many ounces is this? Is 1.5 ounces. It's garbage. So that's my dessert. Let's see what's in the fridge for dinner. So we're running pretty low. We got butter. We have some leftover marinara sauce. We have frozen, what is this stuff called again? Olive oil. It's never defrosted. I was going to use it from the camper. I got cod liver oil, mustard, organic garlic, sardines, barbecue sauce, ketchup, half and half. You know what's back there? Gatorade, pickled beets. We're gonna eat some pickled beets. No apple cider vinegar. We got mayonnaise, corn, sweet yams, and tuna fish. So we're going to put some of this together right now. Alright, I got the camera mounted barely. I hope it stays up on the side of the chair on the armrest. I wanted to show you guys the ridiculously stupid process it is to do anything in this truck. Here's one example. So you want to eat some tuna fish or any type of canned product or bottled product that has liquid in it, and you don't want the liquid. Like, I don't want to eat the water from the tuna fish and the pickled beets. I really don't want the jar of liquid because there's a bunch of liquid in there. So you have to do this ridiculous process unless you want to open your door and start dumping shit all over the parking lot, which can get you in trouble with fellow truck drivers, the law, or the cleaning guy that is around the rest stops cleaning out the garbage cans. They don't like that. I also found that when you do dump it out the door, it just splatters everywhere, especially back onto your truck, and makes the truck absolutely disgusting after a while. So if you see a truck driver with, like, below the door and the I guess they're like the air fin, the airfoils on the side, whatever you want to call them, the aerodynamic plastic guards, like, if it has crap all over it, that's because he's been dumping stuff out his window or out the side door, opening the door and dumping it, and it makes quite a mess. You know, I don't really think it's pollution dumping water from a beet jar or tuna. I don't even think dumping piss out the door is really pollution. I mean, it's freaking all goes down the river one way or the other. But here, have a look at this. So we just opened this can of tuna, and I, of course, already drained it when I thought of making this video. But you have to, like, hold it over the cup, give it a squeeze, get all the liquid out. So I got this old coffee cup from TA, obviously you can see that. So now this is full liquid. Here we go with the beets. Now keep in mind, beets are horrendous because they will stain anything and everything, your skin. It's deadly. It's deadly, and it's full to the top with liquid. It's brutal. I don't want to drink that liquid. I don't care for it. And I really think this is risky because This was probably a bad idea to do this on camera. Oh my gosh. I don't know how we're doing this, but it's working. I usually do this outside the truck, actually on the steps, but it's raining out now. And obviously I scared the crap out of everybody by hitting the panic button. Okay, somehow I have managed to get all the liquid in the cup. This is only phase one of the process. So now we do have drippage here on the table. I'm telling you, this red stuff stains anything and everything. Just look at this napkin. Purple. Oh my gosh, it's still dripping everywhere. Alright, I think I got that cleaned up. So like, now you can understand how like people that are living in these trucks and eating, or you'll see videos on Facebook of people like cooking bacon and stuff on like a griddle in the truck. Can you imagine the bacon splatter? There's no running water in your truck. There's no way to clean stuff up. Like, you have a jug of water. You know what a pain in the ass it would be to take a jug of water, pour some on like a rag, wipe everything down, throw it out, get another rag, get paper towels. Like, it's insane. It's like living in the 1800s with no running water, no toilet, no freaking, well, you got electricity and heat, but so now we have it all in this cup. So you're like, oh, what are we going to do with the cup? Luckily, I could get out of the truck here and then just walk to the trash can and dump it out. A lot of times you cannot do that. So what you have to do then is, if you have a sealable cup or something, you put it in there. So yesterday, or it was yesterday afternoon, I just finished this 2 liter of Coca-Cola. It's sealable. I can dump whatever I want in here, use it as a paste jug, whatever. But now I gotta take the liquid, pray that it goes in here, all of it. Oh my gosh. This is the most risky I've ever done with this. Like, the tuna fish water actually just stinks pretty bad, but at least it cleans up easy. This red dye stuff from the beets, it's just dangerous. It stains anything it touches. It probably stay in the counter there, but it's black, so it's not that bad. So now you can throw the cup away for the most part, but you gotta be careful because these Walmart bags have tiny holes in the bottom, so the kids don't suffocate. So it's in here. Now that was a very clean pour, so this is good. This is good. So we'll just leave that there for now. See, where did that napkin go? I already threw it out. I have a tissue in my pocket. All right. So that's clean. This has got liquid on it. Risky. See, now it's on the side of the baggie, on the side of the trash can. I'm not gonna just I don't want to knock the camera over. All right. So now you know what it smells like in here, right? It smells like tuna. This tuna is in water. It's not in oil. We're gonna put the rest of this together now. All right, we've repositioned the camera because this is just ridiculous. All right, so we've got the tuna. Why this is so stupid. Oh my gosh. Got the tuna. Put some mayonnaise in there. Big blob of mayonnaise. It's the good mayonnaise too, man. It is $12 almost. Between $10 and $12. I don't know if the price has gone down because I live in the truck and I don't come out ever. We're also going to put some black pepper right on in there. Like a lot of that. Okay, we're going to have to mix this up. We're going to try something new, something crazy. We're doing barbecue tuna. Okay. That just blew up a little bit on me, but we're all right. It's pressurized a little bit there. Oh, the neighbor is just pulling out. He's Trying not to hit me with his trailer. That's pulling trailers, a trailer pulling trailer. There's barbecue sauce all up on here. Alright, so this is the meal right here, people. Barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, pepper, and tuna. If it's still too dry, because I drained the water out, and, well, even with the water, tuna's super dry. Gotta mix this up a bit here. I'm not going to be eating that giant blob of mayo in the center. This has to be mixed a lot better. Hang on. Alright, it's all mixed up together now. Put a little extra pepper on top. Looks pretty moist. Should be good to go. That and my delicious pickled beets, which are actually pretty sweet and delicious, with not as sweet as the fake sugar enhanced Hershey's cookies and cream. Survival napkins in the background there to mop up the mess. You can already see the peppers got on the little. This is all right because this holds. Let me zoom out a little bit here. This will hold any spill or anything, at least for cleanup purposes later. But here's what happens. This is, you don't get paid for this. You don't get paid when the tuna flips on the floor and you got to clean it up. This is why nobody does this job. This is why people doing this job are all like dead at 55 years old and in the fast food places eating, because to every night put this disaster I just made together. Let's say you wanted to make something normal, like you wanted to make chicken, mashed potatoes, and like green beans or something, actually heated up. It's not gonna. After about 4 nights of that, you're gonna say screw it. You've just been working for 14 hours almost, and you're gonna start cooking a full dinner. What, are you kidding me? And you don't get paid for none of it? You're not getting paid for living in the truck? You're not getting paid for all this like BS for getting tuna fish on the floor? So it's absolutely ridiculous. You can't even have that much stuff in here. Like, I don't even have a freaking holder for this camera. I got the stinking dash cam holder thing. Try and hold this thing steady so we can taste, and at least taste our little meal here. Goodness. All right. So I'm convinced this is going to taste good. It's going to taste like barbecue. It's going to taste like smoked tuna with mayo. Let's see. It's actually excellent. It's super moist. I don't even taste the pepper for some reason. I don't know why. I put a lot of pepper on there. Oh, there it is. There's a little bit of a delayed effect. The pepper's there in the background. Not as strong as I thought it would be. You got that barbecue. This is the best freaking barbecue sauce, by the way. I love this stuff. They sell it right in Walmart. It is expensive though. It's like the top shelf barbecue of the 50 different kinds you can buy in there. This is really good actually. Just because this is so sweet, just makes anything taste good. I'm pretty sure I bought this because this is the only one that doesn't have soybean oil in it. Yeah, main ingredients are brown sugar, ketchup. Oh, there is some high fructose corn syrup though. Natural flavoring, apple cider vinegar, water, salt, paprika, liquid smoke, vanilla extract, dried garlic. All in all, compared to the other ones, this one was pretty good. All the other ones, the first ingredient is soybean oil. If you go down the aisle in Walmart with salad dressings, I think 100% are the first ingredient is soybean oil, which is really bad for you. So let's try the pickled beets that nobody on earth eats except me. So scared to spill one of these. They're still wet and just gonna make a disaster. Sort of like mini. They're like just the size of chocolates or something. I don't know what you want to say. It's almost like eating a fruit. They're sweet. Because they're pickled, there's a little bit of a tang, I guess, from the pickling process. But it's almost like fruit, and they're really good for you too. And this jar only has 60 milligrams of sodium, whereas like a can of carrots, just plain Walmart canned carrots, is like 400 milligrams. I think it is like 2 servings. So it's like 400 times 2. So it's something crazy. But this really isn't bad for you. It's good for your heart. They're really soft too. They've been sitting in the pickling juice. But these are excellent. So that's that. Got my Gatorade mix, but I gotta clean the tuna off the floor. And I don't know. Don't ever hit that panic button. I'm afraid to even go outside right now. I'm so happy that guy didn't come out and start screaming. Till next time. Ugh, I was just finishing my gruel and look what happened. What is this? I just bit into this and it's like all stringy. So I finished off the tuna fish and everything, and then bit into this thing and I was like, man, there's hair in it. How the hell did the hair get in here? And I spit it out. This is ridiculous. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention the whole CDL driver's license medical certificate from the last episode where I said Florida didn't update it and I was going to get fired. I ended up having to call state of Florida tax office or whatever 3 times one day, then 2 more times the next day. Then I finally found another number, and that took another 2 hours, and I finally got through, and they just go, oh, sometimes the automated system online doesn't update your medical certificate. That was it. Just wasted 2, because when you get done driving, you only got like 2 hours before you got to go to sleep. So, that was like 2 days completely wasted once I finished work. And all she made me do was directly email her the medical certificate, which thank goodness I have in the truck, which I could have left back home down in Florida. So I just emailed it to her, and then an hour or 2 later I got a response saying, we've accepted it and updated, everything's good. So my driving CDL medical certificate's good for 2 years. And there's no time for anything in this job. I barely have enough time to add up my paycheck now. So I just made this food. I just cleaned up the tuna fish off the floor. My hands are still sticky, so I gotta wash them off somehow. And then I was gonna go back to the paycheck to try and calculate this week. So it's Wednesday. So I gotta do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and the miles today. Keep track of them because I don't want my paycheck getting screwed over again. So there's no time for anything with this job. It's just it's unforgiving. This is a minimum $30 an hour job. It should be, or just $100,000 a year just to do this. Owner operators, I guess, make $100,000 a year, but I don't know. It's not what I'm making.